Something simple, nothing major for the people in the back. I am the Crack Queen Chronicles, okay? This is my baby. Say her name. Her name is London B. Dior. And she was born June the 22nd, 2021. Now, I'm going to go back to this. Correct me if I'm wrong, how I pronounce her name. Adriana Smith. I've been seeing all this stuff going around on social media about this young lady. I have not followed the story because the story is extremely sensitive to me. And it not only is it sensitive to me, but I'm pretty sure any other woman out there that have experienced stillbirth, stillborn, miscarriage, rainbow babies, things of that nature. This is kind of something that we really don't want to hear. But for those of you all that's hopping on the bandwagon because y'all feel as if like this is a trending topic, like speak on what it is that you know. You know, some things are just left not to be said. You know, some things is not your story to tell. And I personally feel as if that a lot of y'all don't have the knowledge on the content that y'all putting out here on this young lady. From what I've collected, was brain dead in the state of Georgia. And considering the fact that just recently, I want to say 4 years ago, because I had to go through it, to the point where the heartbeat law, okay, where it's classified, it's not a fetus, where it's classified as a person. Okay, however that went down, whatever the laws are, leave it alone. You just leave it alone. That, like, seriously. So now let me tell you a little bit about my backstory. I had my baby preterm. Preterm meaning that I was 19 and a half. I was 20 weeks pregnant, and I went to preterm labor. And it got to the point where they said, okay, hey, we don't have tubes big enough to save your baby. So we need you to understand that when your baby come out, your baby is not going to live. Like, we don't, and this is what makes me mad, because it's just like you hear the stories about someone else being able to carry their baby brain dead for 4 months, and then now the baby is in an incubator. So if y'all can do all of that, it's kind of like, why couldn't y'all save my baby? You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like you don't question God. You just don't question the situation. Things happen the way that it happened for whatever the reason is behind it happening. But what I would like to say is that those of you all that's touching on this subject, just please take your posting downs. Just delete it. Leave it alone. Try not to be so insensitive to the family, to her parents, to the other children or whoever else is involved, the child's father or whatever. Try not to be so insensitive to her loved ones. You understand? If that kind of makes sense. So I'm going to go back once again because, like I said, this is a touchy subject for me. So considering the fact that if she was classified as brain dead, just speaking on my knowledge, because I got 2 minutes, if she was classified as brain dead, but they didn't pull the plug, then yeah, quite naturally, the fetus, aka the baby, is still growing. I don't know the law. I don't know anything about that. But what I can say is, if that baby had an opportunity to live, if that baby had the opportunity to see life, by her still carrying her baby for however long, regardless if she was brain dead or whatever the situation is, I'm pretty sure, let me say her name, Adriana Smith, I'm pretty sure that's something that she would have wanted, to give her baby the opportunity to live. If she wasn't going to make it,
I'm not okay.
and her baby had the opportunity to live,
Come sit down.
then I'm pretty sure, speaking from experience, that's something that she probably 9.5 times out of 10 would have wanted. So the short version is, it's a lot of babies out there that didn't make it. Preterm, miscarriage, stillborn, stillbirth, regardless of however that baby got here. Y'all say, oh, well, the baby was not born, the baby was not delivered because she didn't push the baby out. If they cut her open and that baby came outside of that wound and that baby heart beated for at least 1 minute, that means that that baby was birthed into the world, and that means that that baby is classified as a person. I am speaking from experience. You know why? Because my baby is classified as a person. So just take the postings down, y'all. It's just getting out of hand. I don't even be on TikTok no more, for real. If there's anyone out there that's experiencing this, please feel free to DM me, or y'all can follow me on YouTube. I am the same person across the globe, Crack Wing Chronicles. All right, y'all give me a second. I'll be right back. Share this video. And there's so much more that I want to say about the situation, but I really seriously don't have enough time because I got my own grieving baby issues over here. But it's like no winning with y'all. If they took off life support, then therefore that means that then they would have killed the baby. So make it make sense. Make that make sense.